We are live. But it always takes
Imagine
like
being
100
live on the
years.
internet in 2024. Cannot
Honestly,
relate.
I don't know when I last did a live. This is bizarre.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello. There's a sound.
If it's my, I've plugged my webcam.
It might be your laptop.
In a long time, and you know how my webcam used to make a really annoying sound back in like 2021.
Yes.
It's almost like a tiny little wordy ticking.
Yeah, that'll be the webcam. That's always the webcam. Give me a second. I swear to God, we're about to get much worse video quality.
And they're gone.
Hello. Yeah.
And they're really gone.
Yeah, forever. Hello. We are live.
Hi.
We don't know why, but we are. I have
Because we're going to read books.
I have new ears.
They're very cute.
I can actually switch them out now. And we have a Christy. We have a Mads.
Hello.
Now it looks like you live in darkness.
Yeah, this is why I did plug in the webcam. But the webcam apparently doesn't like me, so...
No, fair. Hello. And what are we reading? What are we doing?
I started The Hemlock Queen and I'm like 10 pages in.
Love that.
Nice. And Mads is reading question mark.
Yeah, I'm in between books and I'm being indecisive. I should be starting Far Too Far Away just for the summer by Abby Jimenez. But I might do a volume of something first. I'm undecided.
Ooh.
I'll join with you and do a volume of 10 dance.
Yeah, I just feel like I need to do something quick before I get into
it. Is that a solo leveling volume 1?
Mm-hmm. I'm finally intrigued, but I'm also crying because I didn't realize how expensive every volume was, and I'm terrified about the concept of liking this series.
I really like it.
Yeah. I also feel like I should get up to date on series I'm in the middle of first, but you know. Whenever
who does that? Who does that?
I'm trying to just pick like 4 CDs and just read them all and then pick another 4. But like I've kind of got it so that they don't all have the same number of volumes. So hopefully I'll kind of start and stop relatively sporadically.
I just don't care. How many are in? I mean, not what you said. I'm sorry.
This is going well.
I don't know why I'm live either. Hello. Reading Someone Else's Life by Lynn Lyle Butler. Haven't heard about it.
I'm intrigued.
And I'm debating, like, do we want to switch Mads and the timer so the comments are not in Mads' face?
I mean, if you so wish. You didn't do that for me the last time I was on though, so way to pick favorites. Wow.
I'm doing it.
I'm just like a rare Pokemon card. You only get me like once in every 5 years. So
yeah, so we need to take care of it when it's here. And shiny and new.
Shiny and new? Well, can't relate.
Going to eat soon. Yum yum. Hello.
Same.
Going to start this Wrong Kingdom. I really enjoy that series, even though it's like it's no plot, just vibes, but it's really fun.
I do love a no plot, just vibes.
No, but like it's literally like so weird because the first book is like actually a plot, and then the second and third feels like, you know, when you watch a TV show, you feel like you're watching one episode of a TV show, but it is the whole book series. Just, I don't know how to describe it, but like the whole book was just vibes, like the second one, but it was really good vibes. I really enjoyed it, but I'm like, there's no plot. Either way, I'm reading an old gem. I'm reading The Unexpected Everything.
Nice.
We were backstage and I was like, oh my god, I forgot that Morgan Matson existed until this very second.
Honestly, I've seen that and my brain's just like thrown back to Emma books like 10 years ago.
Yeah. Yes. But I'm only reading it because it was the only book on my TBR that had every in the title for Best Wordathon. And I didn't want to buy a new book because I want to read the books I own. So I was like, I guess I will read it.
Sometimes it's good to have random prompts like that make you pick up books that you are otherwise never going to read.
Yeah,
absolutely, never.
And you also read ridiculously quick, so you'll probably finish that in like 10 minutes.
No, I have been reading. I've been reading all day because I'm doing another reading challenge where I'm reading 1,500 pages a day. So I started today. I started today. And so I need to read this whole thing and then one more book, I think. When I read this, I have read 1,290 pages. So I've just been reading all day.
I'm not gonna
No.
lie, you kind of exasperate me a tiny bit, but in the
You
best way.
terrify me. I watched the 1,000 pages challenge. I think it was in that when you were reading Game of Thrones. You read the whole thing in like 6 hours, and I was like, "Excuse you."
I'm sorry, but not really.
Oh my god!
Literally, Sandra, what the fuck?
Yeah, everyone
So-
is in agreement.
Because I'm filming it for like when I reach 5,000 subscribers, but then now that is absolutely at a standstill. So now, like, fine, I will post a vlog in 3 months because it was going up like super fast, and I was like,
Mm.
shit, we need to do something. And now I'm doing something, and now it's just like, no, you're not gonna get a single more subscriber. And I'm like,
You need to
fine.
subscribe if you want to watch me read
Yes.
a horrendously awful amount of pages every day.
I'm not sure how we're reading. We finished editing a vlog. That's nice. This is both impressive and scary. I'm also a bit scared, honestly. I thought it would be worse. Like, because I thought it would do worse.
Thought it would be worse.
How many
so I
days
have.
in are you?
Hmm?
How many days in are you? Have you just started, or even going for a while?
No, I started today.
Okay.
So I haven't gone
Are
in
we getting a
yet.
sneak peek into what you've read?
Yes, but now all the books are over there. I have 2 buddy reads going. So those were like 6 pages and then 30 pages or something. And then I had to read Killing Stalking Volume 4, which gave me like 390 pages. So granted, that was like
Nice.
a booster. And then I read To Gaze Upon the Wicked Gods, which everyone is talking about.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't get why people were so mad. But that's just me. Then I am now reading this, which is like 517 pages, but it's a really easy read.
It's an unnecessary number of pages for a contemporary book.
Yeah, right? I was thinking the exact same thing. I feel like contemporary
Also,
can't...
YA contemporary book. Like, what's so serious at that age? Like,
I'm like, why is it 500 pages long?
Honestly, I picked this up and I found out it was 400, and I was like, "You're a romance. You don't need to really cross 300, do you?"
what's
No.
the romance that I read that was ridiculously long and I was so mad about it? I need to go hunting.
I don't remember.
Carry on.
Thank you for the permission.
Ran out of things to say.
Yeah. Made my like silly quip, and then I was like, I don't actually have anywhere to go from here. So
Hello. Reading Queen of Shadows. I'm around halfway through. Nice. Reading Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark. Nice. Do I read fast in Norwegian? No, I read slower in Norwegian because Norwegian is hard to read. No, but like because I'm more used to reading in English, but it depends a bit on the book. And I started to read more Norwegian, so I'm better now. But some Norwegian books are shit, so then it's just like, ugh.
it's honestly so.
Some English books are shit as well.
No, really. But after I've read Unexpected Everything, I need to read 210 more pages to complete the challenge for today. This is 224 pages, so I need to read to 210 in this, and then just stop, and then read the rest tomorrow. The 22 pages tomorrow. Yeah, like to make it like exactly.
I feel like that part is what I've been reading every day for like the last month. So
Yeah, 20
That's
pages.
it's the first month of the year where so far I've read every single day, but it has now reached the point where I'm determined to read every day this month. Meaning when I'm busy, I will read like 3 pages before I sleep for the sake of saying I've read every day this month. And it is by far my least reading I've done any month this year.
But I feel like it works though, because sometimes I don't even have time to read my 200 pages a day. So then I literally
This is
read like
not the
one
book I
chapter.
was thinking of, but you know what was unnecessarily long? The first to die at the end.
I thought of it, but I wasn't going to say it. When you said, is any like any YA book that serious? My first thought was the first to die at the end.
I haven't read that because I read the first one and it annoyed me. So I don't know if I should read the other one.
I love the
If-
first one,
if
and
the
I
first one
so
annoys you, don't
truly
read it.
wanted to love the second one, and can confirm that was not the case.
Because now it's coming a third one.
Yeah, which I'm probably just going to enjoy the first one and leave it at that, because I'm not gonna lie, it's a fine title, but the title just it doesn't feel serious.
What
title-
is it again? I've forgotten.
No one knows who dies at the end.
Oh.
And I don't know why my brain can't take it seriously, but it can't. And like, I love Anna Silvera with my whole entire heart, and I wish him all the fucking success. And I love how popular his books have got. But I think I'm going to leave it with they both die at the end and be happy, and that's fine.
But why
Tris
couldn't it
6
be?
Venom. It was Tris 6 Venom. That really, really horrible, horrible sapphic romance written by Penelope Douglas is nearly 600 pages.
Yeah, nah.
And it was awful.
The end
Anyway.
dies at the end. Well, why couldn't it have been like no one dies at the end? Instead, what no one knows who dies at the end.
Well, because someone probably will die at the end.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
could
I
it just
don't
have
know
been no one
where
dies
in-
at the end? That would have matched better.
I don't know where in the timeline it comes. I'm assuming because it's going to be another Deathcast book, so you'd assume. I don't feel like there'd be a huge amount of a book if it was, oh, no one got the call today.
I'm going to read Battle Angel Alita 1.5. Nice. Here is a Gavin. No one knows who's going to like the book because I generally don't like Severo's books.
I love so
No
many
one
of
knows
these
who's gonna
Severus
like
books.
I hated Infinity Sun.
I didn't mind it when I read it, but I haven't continued the series because it was years ago and I never got around to it. Shocking.
Yeah. Everyone said how bad it was, and I just never went near it. So
But I was very excited for it because I really enjoyed Adam Severo's books up to that point. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god, fantasy from Adam Severa. And then I read it and I was like,
Yeah, I remember
couldn't.
I remember enjoying it, but having like adored Histories Where You Left Me, More Happy Than Not, all of that lot. I do remember being like, okay, I wish it had been a bit more up my alley, but also, you know, we love him writing what he loves and having a good time.
Yeah, I don't mind the author. I just didn't like the book.
I love
Oh my god.
Adam Silvera as a human. It's just like I just want to give him a hug.
Yeah. Oh my god, I remember because I worked in a bookstore and we had one copy left of Infinity Sun on the shelves for so long. And I was like, I need this gone because I don't want it to stand on the shelf. And then someone bought it like not that long ago, and I was like, this is the best thing ever happened. I will make sure that we never ordered it in again. This is so mean.
Adam Silvera.
No, I feel a bit bad almost. My will to live will die at the end if I have to read it. I think you should read it. It's your new challenge.
Yeah, I probably won't read the third one just because I didn't love the set. I liked how unique of a story it was when it was just
Yeah.
the one book, and I think making it into this series makes much sense for his bank account. Okay, and I love that for him. Honestly, right to your heart's content, get that money. But I think the whole reason we all loved it is because it was such a unique concept. So to
Yeah.
make it into a series kind of takes away from that.
And I think
You
as
think-
well, it's like it's such a difficult line because I really enjoyed the concept of like finding out more about how Deathcast works, but obviously like no one actually knows because it's a completely fictional thing. So they kind of teased it for 500 pages and never explained how it worked. And I was like,
Is
oh,
it
okay.
500 pages, the second one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Pages.
it's like a good chunk into 500 pages, right? It's really chunky compared to the first one.
But the reason I couldn't get behind the first one was because I don't understand how it works. Because a lot of the people, they find out how they die, right? That's the whole point.
Mm.
But then they die because they find out how they're going to die. How does that make sense?
They don't find out how they're going to die. They just find out that they will die that day.
Yes, but I just mean like there was like an example when they're like someone was driving home because he wanted to say goodbye to his family before he died, and then he died because he was driving that direction. So then he died because he got the message.
It's one of those of like you can literally say this about the concept in any which way though. Like there's no way of knowing if it's like correlation causation. There's literally no way of knowing.
I
love
know.
that you have a fancy name for it, whilst my brain just went, yeah, but even if he didn't know, he may have just gotten into a car crash driving the other way.
I know, but it's just
Your brain has a
that
fancy
part
word
of
for
the
it, and I love
story.
that.
That part of the story, my brain couldn't handle it.
How do you
Like-
read any sort of fantasy or science fiction then? You just
Because-
need some form of like, I don't need to know how it works.
No, but like it just bugged me in this one book. Is I couldn't stop thinking about it. In other books, it doesn't bug me because I don't have like that specific thing that bugs me.
I'm hardly one to talk. I find one thing I don't like about a book, and then I notice every single thing I don't like about a book. So
What's going on? Someone is dying.
is it me?
I think it might be Max again.
That's literally just my laptop fan. There's nothing I can do about that.
That's okay. It like calmed down. It was just scary.
I've unplugged it
It's not,
so that
it's
it
not
has
that
more.
loud.
Okay. I've
It's okay.
unplugged it so that it will cool down, and hopefully the fan will be even less. But yeah,
want to
this
like
is
it,
the
but are they?
unavoidable thing of my shit laptop.
Sally hated it. I don't remember what I rated. Like 3 stars.
I think I gave it the first one. I think I gave like a 5.
Yeah, I
and
did.
The second one I gave like a 2.
Either way, do we want to sprint?
Yeah.
I want to eat, so yeah.
What are you eating?
Food of some kind. I have nothing planned.
It will be a surprise for the next sprint.
Probably just something out the freezer.
I did 45-15, but I doubt we will keep to the 15 part.
You can try.
Okay, I guess we just sprint then.
Let's give it a go. Bye.
I cannot go over how like you just go, okay, but I'm just gonna sprint, mute, and go. Like it's so abrupt. I just
Applause!
Don't think I've ever been cheered for completing a sprint. That's fun.
But that's why the sound is so fun, because you get cheered when you're done.
I love that.
How did it go?
It went okay. I read Cherry Magic, which is very fun. I need to pick up more of it. I'm enjoying it. And then
Nice.
started this and read like barely any, 10 pages. But I'm enjoying it, and also mildly freaked out because the main character called Emma and her best friend is Maddie, and I'm called Maddie and my best friend's Emma. And I'm like, excuse you?
You're what now?
In this book, the main character's called Emma and her best friend's Maddie, and I just read it and went,
Yeah. No, I heard that bit. But then you proceeded to say, yeah, and my name's Maddie, and my best friend is Emma. Your what is who now?
one of my best friends.
Oh, okay.
Happier? The
Fine,
comedic
fine,
relief
fine.
required the phrase.
One of is better than, nothing, I guess. It's fine.
Well, not anymore, no. What did you eat, Christy?
I ended up having, what's the easiest way to describe this? Like a vegetable pasta with some cheese on top. And I was late back, and I would apologise, but I'm not sorry because I was boiling the kettle for a cup of tea. So
It's
That's
loud. It's loud. So you didn't read?
I read one chapter whilst my food was cooking initially. So yeah, I have I think 4 minutes left of the YouTube video. No, I don't. I have more than that. Like 6 minutes left, maybe, of the YouTube video I'm watching. So I'll sit down with my cup of tea and do that, and then dive into reading for the evening.
What are you watching?
I am watching Catherine K vlog. It is not bookish in any capacity.
Very fair.
I finished Unexpected Everything. It was okay. It was a YA contemporary. I don't know what to say. And then I started Human Act. I read 22 pages, but I couldn't find an emoji that fit it for my name.
The water gun?
For bullets. I
Yeah.
searched for bullets emoji, nothing showed up. But I thought that maybe
Yeah.
it's a bit weird to have.
Well,
a
remember,
bullets
there
emoji.
used to be an actual gun, but then that caused controversy, so it would change to a water gun.
Was it because people sent it to each other, threatening to shoot each other?
Props, I don't know. Are you enjoying it so far? I really want to read that.
I don't
I
know.
really
There's
want
just
to
a
read
lot of
any
bodies.
Hantan, to be honest, but
There's just a lot of bodies right now, so it's not I don't know. Nothing has happened really yet. Look, I have a water gun now.
I'm always here for a little emoji. I was trying to find some sort of cute, hemlock, poison sort of emoji, and I was like, this is too much effort. I'm just going to put a cry.
You could have the princess one, isn't it? Like a princess?
Yeah.
A queen? I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know anything.
Does it really matter? Are we all looking at it that much?
Yes. Hello. Hello. Not anything was done, but I was planning some content. Nice. I've been struggling because I did Vida, and then I had exams, which I finished super early. It's not supposed to be done until the 24th, and I finished it on the 18th. So then because I wanted to do the reading challenge, so I would rather do the reading challenge than have any exams, right? And now I'm like, okay, I guess I could film, but what do people film these days? Except vlogs.
What do
Genuinely.
people film these days?
Yeah, what? I do all the vlogs, but I can't just only post vlogs. I mean, I can, but what do people like? I don't know.
My favorite content to watch is vlogs. So, or I like a stats video. I still watch wrap ups. No one else does, but I still like a wrap up.
I do a wrap up, but I do monthly wrap up, so I can't film that
Yeah.
now. I was
Yeah, I
thinking
know.
because I saw Matt's stats video, and I was like,
Hmm.
ooh, I should. And then I was like, no, I don't bother.
I think there's a reason that lots of people do things like quarterly stats and seasonal TBRs and all of these sorts of videos where it's you do one every few months because it fills a gap.
Yeah.
Even if you're
Yeah.
not tech. Like, you can make a seasonal TBR and have no intention of reading any of it. It doesn't actually matter.
You know, in your video, you how like all the different ones.
Something has happened to your microphone. I cannot hear you.
You suddenly sound like you're underwater.
I'm underwater.
Oh, you're back.
That's a bit better.
I just saw that, you know, in your video, you held up all your different books for your different months.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I was like, why did you do? Like, I just thought about just taking away the books and bringing them in again. Like, just even for you, I was like, oh my god, that is work.
I had plans in my head of doing it in the style of books and like laying out like all the books and like rereads versus it. And then I got to the end of the video and I was gonna film all those bits and went, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. It's fine.
Yeah, so like how does she do it? Because she has like in the end she just like stacks them differently in color and genre and all that. And I was just sitting there like I read 400 books last year. like in what world would I do that?
Yeah, no.
No. I don't know, but she reads a lot too though.
If you're reading 400 books in a year, you could do weekly wrap-ups.
That's boring.
Like, you could do like bi-weekly wrap-ups. Like, you're doing one a month when you're reading 400 books in a year.
Yeah, because if I do the vlogs and I do the wrap-ups,
Yeah.
a vlog is basically a wrap-up. Because in the vlog I tell the thoughts and then in the wrap-up I will say the thoughts. It's like it would be the same.
Yeah.
So
This
that's
is
in the
exactly
month.
where I get stuck.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, finish my manga. I'm going to start the squad. Or the squad? Is it supposed to say squad? I don't know.
Ooh.
Hello, Fally. Curious what our viewers reading doing for Springs. Indeed.
Mm.
I barely know what I'm doing. I'm just thinking I only have 200 pages left to read today.
Yeah, aren't you going to do that in
In
like
fact, you're reading another
one
200
sprint?
pages to go. Like,
Yeah, but that's not a lot. That's very little. So I'm very happy. It's only 9 p.m.
I'm gonna read like 30
so we
pages
have
today.
this side of the opinion and then like this side of the screen?
I'm going to switch you back.
Sandra and
I'll
the
be-
timer are having a great time.
I would love if I was on that side, but no.
To be fair, I read nearly 250 pages yesterday, but that was very, very much audio listing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
instead of me actually reading. Was I awake for the last half an hour? Questionable.
Mm.
But I finished the book. Whether
It
or
was a
not I
reread,
was
so it's
awake,
close enough.
okay? It was playing, so that counts.
Fair.
You know,
It was
back in the
a
day,
reread, okay, it's fine.
you know, back in the day, everyone used to like make the joke of like, I wish I could just like lie on top of my textbook and absorb it by osmosis. Like, that's the equivalent.
I was like, you know what? There's a couple bits I don't remember, which means I definitely was not awake for the entire thing. So this morning I was like, just flick through it, and anything you don't recognize, just give it a quick like skim. That counts. It's a reread. It's fine.
I feel because sometimes I read and then I start to think about like winning the lottery or something.
You speak about this quite a lot, Sandra.
I do. It's my obsession. And then I'm like, shit, I haven't read anything. And then I just kind of go back to see if I missed anything important.
That's just reminding me, one of my favorite trends on the internet at the moment is like, I wouldn't tell you if I won the lottery, but there would be signs and like what people's are, and it brings me great joy.
I feel like mine. I was going to say I would buy a lot of books, but I already do that. So like, would it be any difference?
Honestly.
Yeah. I would have a lot more book subscriptions to just collect.
I would move, but then I would just say I moved. I wouldn't say I won the lottery. Like,
Yeah.
like it's not like I won the lottery. That's why I moved. I would just move.
I feel like the
I
one I
would
see all the
pay
time.
for Maddie to move to Scotland. So I could have you.
But would it
No,
work?
thanks.
Would it work?
What if
I
I
only
say
have 2%. Maybe an hour. Maybe it depends on the book. It's like takes like 2
everyone
hours.
else, that's like 3 hours. Honey, you think I'm reading 200 pages in 3 hours?
You say, give me a quick romance and maybe.
A poetry?
This took ages, like because it was so long. I think I read it in like 2.5 hours. What's going on?
I was so ready for your definition of ages to just take me out. And it
Yeah,
did.
but like, yeah, but to gaze upon the wicked gods took me 1.5 hours to read. Right? And this took me ages in comparison. I felt like I was reading it for a really long time.
I
Ew.
wish
I kind of hate you
I had that ability.
Don't hate me. That would be sad.
a tiny bit.
Okay, fine. You
Like-
can hate me like 1%.
Yeah, just
A bit
because
hate.
of the fact you can do it. It's just jealousy.
Yeah.
I mean,
you're like, this book took me so long to read. It took me 2.5 hours, and I'm like, honey, it took me 6 days to read The Foxglove King.
Like I'm on my like 5th book this month and I feel like I'm doing pretty well.
do you want me to check how many I read?
Yes,
Yes.
please.
I actually done badly this month because I had exams, so I had to slow down. So now I am at 33 books.
Oh gosh, that is just absolutely unacceptable. Wow.
I don't think I've read 33 books this year.
No, but this year has been a bit extreme because I procrastinated school. So then now I'm at like 250 something books. And I'm like, this is a bit much. Like I had never read that much in so many months before.
Surely you're gonna make it over 500 this year.
Yeah, that's what I think too. But I'm like, why? But it's just because I'm procrastinating school because I didn't want to deal with school, so I just read a book a day instead.
It's the thing for me is like, if you were a person that only read manga, it would still be wild, but I'd kind of get it. But you read like fantasy.
And a lot of manga, to be fair.
Still.
My brain hurts.
I read about 15 hours, more like 4.
Yeah, it's similar to me.
And
I
1%
was-
hate.
yeah.
You know, it's
Okay.
good to hate your friends a bit, just a tiny bit.
You have to see them as real humans. No one's perfect. There has to be
I'm
something.
saying nothing.
Just as Andrew would be powerful with that reading speed, alas. That's why I just need someone to give me money so I can just read all day. Because I don't want to work.
I did
Absolutely.
actually say to
I
my
think we're
parents
gonna
the other
vibe.
day, you could just let me move back in and pay for my life again. And it was a bit rude because they said no.
Wow.
I
okay.
lagged, so I missed something.
Imagine like living at home and having a full-time wage and just getting to spend it all on books. Like I'll still work. Can you just like let me live with you and pay all my bills?
Oh, why don't you do that?
I love my parents, but I could never. I could never. I would move down to London and live with Mads before I moved in with my parents again. And we all know that that's never going to happen.
I know you're saying that because like that would not agree with you in many ways, but like mildly offensive that that's as bad.
Oh,
Like
it's
being
it's
used
not
as
the
that I would
living
do
with
this
you, it's the
awful
living in
thing
London.
first.
Yeah.
Fight,
Yeah.
fight, fight. Sorry.
Wow.
I mean, I literally said I win the lottery and move you up here. So I
I
feel
mean,
like
true.
that kind of negates the whole we know you are not said issue. It's living in the center of a really massive city that would
But it's
just,
funnier.
yeah, that's true.
I took that first.
Honestly,
This
sometimes
is
I forget, like, I think these things and I say them, and then I'm like, sometimes I forget that people have feelings.
I do also feel like 90% of mine and Christy's friendship is saying something kind of insulting, and the other one being like, wow, that's rude. And it's like, yeah, it is. What's your problem? And then moving on.
And then
pretty
in
That's
much.
like
true
half an
friendship.
hour, no, that's not it. Because then in half an hour, they message and go, "Oh my god, I'm like really sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't mean that." And like the person that got insulted is like, "I don't care." And the person that did the insulting is like, "No, I've been so nervous that I've really offended you," and no one ever cares.
Can we
That's
pick
true
up on
friendship.
Riley's comment, because there's also kind of a funny story behind this, which I feel like Christy needs to tell. No, do you not remember? Okay, I'm gonna tell a story. So I have a gallery wall. Yay.
Yeah.
And when I did it, I got really excited and I sent photos to Christy and people and was like, I did this.
Oh!
And then Christy showed her mum, and her mum goes, did Mads copy you? No, it's a fucking gallery wall. It's not that innovative.
Literally, my mom.
And I love Joyce with my whole being, but like, dude,
My mom is
no,
such
I
a
didn't
cutie, but
copy Christie.
honestly, I was like, Mom, I'm not the only person in the world that has a gallery wall.
It was very funny though. But yeah,
I do
I'm
get
into
it though,
copy
because
Christie.
my brush for tidying up after the rabbits is there, and it kind of looks like you're lighting as well. So I do kind of get it. But yeah, Joyce is very much a cutie. But you know,
it
sometimes
was so funny.
people just come out with things, and you're like, no.
That only reminds me when you told me that your mom, Mads, wanted to set up a GoFundMe for me to go to Yale.
Yeah, she did.
And I think about it sometimes and I was like, she never met me, but okay.
She was watching earlier. She's on holiday in Cyprus, and she watched because she wanted to see us all chatting. I think she's gone to bed now.
Stop
That's
it!
so
I love your mom
sweet.
so much.
She's
I
literally.
haven't even met your mom, but she seems like the
She's
sweetest in the
great.
world. Well,
I
don't
told
you
Maddie's
live near me.
mum that I wanted a list of her favorite books of last year, and she sent me one of them because
Yeah.
she was like, "Oh no, that was my favorite one, so I'm just gonna send it to you, and here's the list."
Yeah.
Wow. And also, your mom has like a better library than us, I was gonna say.
Full out library.
True.
Yeah, the whole of Pinterest copied me. So true. I had such an original idea.
Fair. I'm trying to give people reading powers. That's why I do sprints to give to the people. So when I
feel
come
like
back
there
and
is an
say,
element of being live on the internet that is making me feel like I do actually need to read instead
Literally.
of just scroll my phone.
If I go on sprints on like a backstage, I will scroll. I picked up my phone and then went, people can see me. I can't do this.
You think I don't notice every time you pick up your phone every other night?
Yeah, but you don't tell me off, so it's fine.
I can start doing that if
Don't
that's
you
what
dare.
you need.
oh, this is
Right.
great. Do
On
we want to
that-
sprint again?
Should we maybe read?
I guess we have to. Now I will start to sprint.
Thank you. Thank you. That's all I need. All I
Bye.
need. Bye.
Bye!
That was scary. How did it go?
I'm sleepy.
I was thinking we'd do one more.
That
Because
works.
then I'm done with my reading. Because I'm at page 167, and then I need to only read to 210.
Love that.
That's mad.
It is. But I don't really know what's going on. Like, not because I'm reading fast, but just like, it's very weird.
Yeah.
Some parts of it is like in second person, and then I don't know what's going on. Like, I like the other book by the author much more. That one I actually understood, even though that was also super weird.
The vegetarian.
Yeah. But that was a bizarre book. But I really like that. This one, I'm like, are we having a revolution? I don't know.
I think it's Human Act is much more a lit fit girly read. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like someone who really likes to take in every word and like really look into the meaning of things. And I wish I could. I'm not clever enough for that. I
It
want
feels
to.
very like, what's it called? Philosophical.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not smart enough for this. What about you guys?
I read some.
That's good.
You switch books?
Me.
No, wait. It was just you changed the name. Mads changed the name for the book. I was
Yes.
just because you had another name earlier, but that was the manga, obviously.
I'm making progress. I've got like 55 pages in, which is not bad for like just over one sprint for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love how whenever anyone is on with Sandra, it's like, yeah, no, that's good for me. For me.
You're allowed to say it's good, even though I read more. Looks like you do the look like how your phone behind your book so the teacher doesn't see.
I was on my phone. I had a little sing song as well. I was having a great time.
I saw that. What were you
What?
singing?
I do not remember. Something I know the words to, apparently.
Oh,
I was moving everything through and I was like, oh, I'll just put on some music. And then I was like, oh my god, what a banging playlist. And then
What does this mean?
Don't know.
whoa.
Is it Spanish?
It's one summon.
I'm not smart
You know
enough
when
for
you
this.
find something online and it's like when you're half asleep and then you see it on your phone and you're like, oh my god, I forgot I found that. That's so cute.
It means one more, so maybe it's in response to one more sprint.
Oh, yeah, because I Googled it and it also said the same. So, yeah.
Nice.
Heart attack.
I
no
went
thoughts.
to Google it and found the shoes that I found last night when I was half asleep.
Are you gonna get the shoes?
I don't think I am, but like, tell me they are not like the cutest sandals.
Very you.
Right?
It seems very comfy too.
But they're like proper like Timberland. So like they're not cheap. So probably not, but I will leave them there in case I have a spare like
Wait,
50
nah, I
goods.
kind of want to buy some. Oh shit. Something is falling.
I
If
also
I get
have,
them,
I
will you be
also have
mad?
these saved just now.
Oh,
Which are very
cute.
Ooh.
I just wish I had a bunch of money to spend on shoes, to be honest.
I want to get the ones you showed first. Would that be rude of me buying the shoes you just showed me you wanted?
Maybe a little bit, can't lie. No. No. You know what? Yes, Sandra. How dare you buy shoes that I also like?
That actually happened when I was in like I was gonna call it middle school. Like after children's school, but before high school. Is that middle school? Sure it is. It doesn't matter. I bought the same shoes as my friend and then she didn't speak to me for 2 days.
Why do I
Because
feel
that
like
was
that
how
is
long.
Why do you feel like it's just friendship to a T though? You send a link, so I'm like, oh my god, I want this, and they go, yeah, I just bought it, and it's like, oh, okay then.
it's like a book or something, like, love that.
Yeah.
Let's read it together. I don't know, it depends. You know what? I don't really care when friends do it, but my mum does it to me quite a lot.
Yeah.
And that annoys me more. You know,
Yeah, because
I will forever, and I still mention it to this day. I remember saying to
Car?
her, if I won the lottery, right, Sandra, if I had won the lottery at this point in my life, I would have bought this specific car. And she had never once mentioned this car. And then, like, 2 months later, she got a new car, and she got the exact car that I had said, oh, if I won the lottery, that's the car I'd get. Like, it wasn't like it was a really, really expensive car, obviously. Like, my mum bought it, so it was like a relatively okay priced car. But I was like 17, I couldn't afford it. And then she just went and got it, and I've never forgiven her for that. I still bring it up all the time.
I mean, to be
I think-
honest, since it is your mother, she should have bought it for you instead of herself.
You know what? I do currently get to use her car for nothing. So, like, can I be
True.
annoyed?
Yes, you can. I mean, my
Thank
mom.
you.
My mom doesn't
That
want
is the
anything that I
response I wanted.
want. My mom doesn't want anything I want, so I'm good there. But I mean, it feels sucky though. Sometimes if you're like, I really need a new phone because the phone you have is like falling apart, and then someone else just like, I got the new phone, and you're like, cool. Even though obviously they're not going to buy you a phone, but still. 76 pages. Wow, that's a lot in 45 minutes.
Watch me smash out a manga in the next sprint and say I read like 200 pages. I'm not going to do that.
That's the best boost though, because like it makes you feel like you read more.
Yeah. I mean, I could, but I won't.
Did you
I'm
finish
just
Spy
tired to
Family?
start anything new. Hmm?
Did you finish Spy Family? When
No, I still haven't read volume 11.
are you just in the middle of it?
Yeah, but I'm trying to think if I'm going to finish it before the end of the month because I'm so determined to only read gay books next month that I'm not going to read it next month. So I either need to read it before the end of May or read it in July. But to be honest, I
That
might leave
is-
it till July because then I'll have less time to wait until volume 12.
Yeah.
That's so valid points. 2025, I don't know. That's fair. I want to do this vlog project, but I can't decide if we should do it in June or July. Another crazy vlog project. But
What
this is better than like the Pages one, I think. So I want to read like all of Fairyloot monthly books, YA, in one vlog.
Like since
All
they
of them.
started.
Yeah. So it's like 100, I think. But I've read a few of them already. I'm not going to reread them. Okay.
Isn't that even for you? Isn't that going to take like a couple months to film if that's all you read?
No, because I was thinking if I read like 2 a day, I'll finish it within a month. Because it's 30 days in a month, right? And then it's like 60 books, and I'm sure I read like 30 of them already.
You stress me out.
But either way, so I can't decide for June and June because I want to read, queer books for June. But then I'm like, but June I have a lot of time. But I also have a lot of time in July, and then I have to wait. I can't decide. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like I was going to try and read all queer books in June, but I may be meeting up with a friend for like a 24-hour in-person readathon thingy, and we have one book we're planning to both read. Yeah, planning to both read for it, and it's not queer, so I feel like my plan might be foiled.
Yeah, because I already know that if I don't do the Fairyloot one, I want to start on the books I want to unhaul, because I actually unhaul books now. Who am I? I don't know. And I know that a lot of those are not queer anyway, so I already know I failed the Pride Month anyway. So I might as well embrace it.
Yeah.
What's the book that you're reading that's not queer, man?
Lessons in Chemistry.
Oh, I read that.
Christy seems unimpressed.
I was expecting something that I would be like, oh yeah, like that sounds so. I've not really got any interest in reading that book. So
It's not necessarily one I would be picking up right now, but it's a book my friend really, really wants to read, and we want to have like one joint read that day. So
I mean,
we'll see. May end
I
up
am
using
curious. I am curious to hear what you think though, because I have thoughts.
I've heard very mixed. I say I've heard mixed things. That's incorrect. I've heard everyone loving it and my mum not. So like, I'm
I'm
intrigued.
with your mom.
I was away to say, Sandra, if you ever want to hear thoughts on a book, just ask Sandra. Like, or even if you don't want to hear thoughts on a book, ask Sandra. Like, I remember when Sandra did the vlog reading my favorite books because that was cute. In trying to find books that Sandra had not read.
Yeah.
Like, there's books in that vlog that I'm like, that's not really a favorite book, but we just had to compromise because you'd read everything.
It's because mostly, if you think about it, people's favorite books are usually books that are very popular.
Yeah.
Because there's a reason they're popular. Because, like, mostly, and I mostly read a lot of popular books.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure you
So
hate
the-
my favorite books as well, so I don't want that for me.
I didn't hate them. I
You
don't know if I remember what I read. I mean, you put in a Stephen King book in there, and I don't like Stephen King, so you were off at a bad start.
I gave you so many options before I went there.
I was like, that to me shows how many options you went through. That Christie's favorite book was a Stephen King.
Right?
I'm like,
It's
that is
really funny.
incorrect.
It's really funny, actually. Oh.
Thank you. This is what I mean.
I feel like now I need to do Master's favorite books. But I feel like the favorite books you
Yeah.
had when we met are very different from the favorite books you have now. Because when we met, your favorite books were like A Starless Sea and Strange the Dreamer.
Night Circus, Strange. So Laini Taylor, Erin Morgenstern, Alex C. Harris, still my 3 favorite authors. Have not been beat.
Has still not read Once of Future Wishes.
Read
Neither
Once and
have
Future
I.
Witches.
Well, now I need to save it for your vlog.
But I feel like everything else I've read and liked, you've probably read.
Then you need to go further down on your list.
I don't know, Mads. You read quite a few things that I don't really hear other people speak about.
Like what?
Maybe I'm just not watching the right people, but like
Give us one example.
Vicky and Romeo, Deep
True, Vicky
Sky,
Romeo plus Jules.
like Deep Sky, I haven't heard that many people speak about. Like quite a few of your favorites from last
Yeah.
year, I haven't heard too many people speak about.
It is true, to be fair. I feel like I definitely have some like very recent 4.5 stars that I would still kind of consider favorites as well. So like How to Leave the House and In Defense of the Act, like which people probably haven't got to yet.
I don't know what those books are, so now you could just send me the list.
They're great. Highly recommend.
But it was the same with Becca, because like I was doing her favorite books as well.
Oh,
and
your
she
reading
had to
list
just-
crosses over so much.
Yes. So she had to just go further down, and we were just like, yeah. So she just had to pick basically 5-star reads.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was what I ended up having to do. Not favorites, just 5-star reads.
But I'd always mention the favorites in the vlog because I'm like, these are actually the favorites, but I'm gonna read these. Because like if I already read them, then I feel like what's the point? Because then I
Yeah.
already know how I'll feel, you know?
Yeah.
Divine Rivals? I
Oh my
have that,
God,
but
imagine reading Divine Rivals for the first time again.
I haven't read it. But I have it. I don't know if I will like it.
Christy loves it.
I really like Divine Rivals.
Because I feel like it was like popular with like Fourth Wing and
Mhm.
Serpent of Wings and Night, and then Divine Rivals.
You know
like
what?
those
All three of those books.
except Serpent of Wings and Night. Sorry.
I've not read Serpent of the Wings tonight yet.
Sandra, do
Do
you
you
want to fight me?
No, because you're too cute to fight.
Stop it! That was so cute. Why were you nice to me?
I'm sorry, do you want me to be mean?
Yes, I expect that from everyone.
I feel like it would be super fun to watch a vid of you reading your friends' faves. I have like a series where I read booktubers' favorites.
I
Like,
started. I was like, I'm gonna read Mads faves, and then read Sam for the Wild Bill and Tomato in that vlog.
And now you've liked Night Circus and Starless Sea. I will make me of you yet.
Yes,
I feel like you already did.
right. My
Strange
two
the
favourites
Dreamer.
of
The
last
moment
year.
Christy gives Strange the Dreamer with a 3-star is the moment I know I've succeeded in life. It's
I
gonna
don't
happen.
you-
I do need.
Have
to
you
read
read
it.
Stranger Dreamer?
She
Yeah, I
has.
didn't
Didn't like it.
I gave it a 2-star.
I give it 5 stars, and I don't give 5 stars.
Yeah, I gave
And
it.
I believe Christy read it at the wrong time. It's now much more up her alley with the kind of books you read. So I think you need to try again.
Yeah, I do. I do. Yeah,
That's
I
fine.
start make a girl blush. Yeah, I started doing it when I made the YouTube videos. So I started with Mads, and then I moved on and did Leah.
Hmm.
But I read a book I really, really, really hated in that vlog. So
Which one? Which one?
Untold Night and Day.
Oh, I actually have that.
But I really didn't like it. But India read it and really liked it. So it's maybe I'm the problem. I just don't
Wow.
do fever dreamy books. I really don't like them. If I don't understand what's happening, how am I meant to enjoy it? Name me a fever dreamy book that I like.
Paradise Rot.
Okay, that doesn't count.
What do you mean? That is the most fever dream book I've ever read, and you love it.
Did you like Bunny?
No.
Okay, makes
I
sense.
did.
But this is what I mean, where it's like, and I say this all the time whenever I'm reviewing books, my enjoyment of a book and how well done a book is are two totally different things. In books like Bunny, I get that it's not the book that's the problem, it's just not my book.
Mhm.
So, like, I could
I
see
understand.
that it was well written objectively and it was a good book objectively, but I did not enjoy my time reading it in the slightest.
I don't know what to say about it. It was a fever dream. Which maybe is the problem.
I was actually writing my review in my reading journal for it the other day, which I'm far too behind on, but I'm trying to catch up. And I literally say in my review, like, I don't know if I'm the problem or if the book's the problem or if anything, like, I don't know if everything happened or if I imagined it or if the characters are real or what even happened. And if you're confused reading this review, like, same.
Fair. I like weird shit. I also like weird shit, but it depends on the weird shit I like.
I like weird things. I just like them to make sense. They don't even need to make sense. They just need to have some sort of linear thing I can follow.
Yeah.
Fever Dream. The book called The Fever Dream.
Yeah, is
I
that the
actually-
one by Samantha Schweblin, is it?
Yeah.
I actually hate dream sequences more than fever dream like books. Like when you have just dreams that and then I wake up and it didn't mean anything.
I haven't really read too many books like that.
As most and maybe it's more like normal in like TV shows and movies and stuff, dream
Mhm.
sequences when I wake up and I just hate them.
Groundhog Day books are one of my least favorite things ever. Why do I want to read the same thing happening over and over and over and over with like one minuscule change every time?
Did
How
you
is that fun?
did you guys watch Shadow and Bone season 2?
I haven't even watched season 1.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! Why not?
I do want to, but
I
I also
started
kind
season
of,
1 and
like-
never finished it.
I just kind of don't see the point now because it's not getting a third season. So I'm like,
Yeah.
what's the point? Should I?
Well, either way, in season 2, there's a whole episode dedicated to when they're all asleep. And I'm like, what does this mean? Nothing. Because they're fucking asleep.
Love that. So fun.
I love yeah. So I hate stuff like that. Like just when they're sleeping and then just things are happening in the dreams. I don't care.
I do
Oh
like
God.
an occasional
Did
in
I
a
murder my computer?
long-running
Okay,
TV series. I don't mind the occasional episode that's like a what if.
Hmm.
You know, like things could have turned out like this. I don't mind an episode like that if it's long running, but I wouldn't appreciate it in like a season that only has like 8 episodes. You know, but there's a couple of them in Grey's Anatomy, and there's like 20 seasons and like 20 episodes in every season. So like I don't, it's fine in that. But
I mean, I guess I like the Hannah Montana one when she is only Hannah Montana for a day, and then and then that's kind of dream, you
I
know.
agree.
So, but that's when you explore like a fun concept.
Yeah.
But I just don't like the dreams where like they have to fight out of something and then they wake up and they're like, oh my god, and I'm like, I don't care. You were asleep.
I love you so much. Oh my god, I don't care.
I love that episode. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the problem. It's probably you. It's definitely you.
I don't feel like I'm the right person to quote the Taylor Swift song, but that's what came into my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't even listened to said song, so I wouldn't know.
I will reserve any comment.
I haven't even
You know
listened to the new album. I haven't listened to anything. I don't know anything.
I have not listened through a Taylor Swift album since like 1989, I think.
Yeah.
I thought you first
But-
meant the year 1989, and I was like,
I was not alive then.
exactly.
All I will say is I think Taylor Swift is a fucking sick human and deserves the world. I just think her music is not my taste.
Yeah.
Which is
Valid.
odd. But I love the fact that everyone else loves her, and I think she deserves all of the success.
I feel like it's great that everyone loves her, but it was just something about like when you go online and everyone is talking about Taylor
Yeah,
Swift, and
it's
you
a
could
lot.
not care.
You know
It's
what
just-
it is? It's a little bit similar to like, you know, like certain book fandoms to which I will not name. The books are not the problem. The fans of said books are the problem.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
am naming no names.
I'm gonna name names in the private chat.
Why do I know you're away to say what I'm thinking?
I
Oh
am.
my gosh, maybe. That's
But
definitely
either-
not what I'm referring to.
Because I have listened to Taylor Swift and I enjoyed her songs, etc. I don't have anything against Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
It is something about like when every single person I see online, the only thing they talk about Taylor Swift, and like your whole feed is like 50 different people talking about Taylor Swift. I'm just like, I could actually not care less, but okay,
I'll
let's
give
go.
you that. It is
It's
like
a little bit like when everyone's, it's like, it's not even the algorithm. Do you know what I mean? It's not like I'm
No.
being shown Taylor Swift content. It's just everyone I follow that doesn't post Taylor Swift content still posts Taylor Swift content. Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway.
But like, I don't know. I only listen to BTS, but I don't post a lot about BTS, honestly. The only thing I do is listen to BTS.
isn't 20
And I
just
miss them.
realised-
I
I
miss
just
them.
realized. Isn't 2025 when they're coming back? That's next year. That's actually like soon now.
Yeah,
Coming
but
back.
like,
Where have they been?
they are in the military.
Yeah.
Oh, did that actually happen? I thought that was
Yeah.
like one of those like things just to get people to read articles.
No, they like have to
How much
go.
I know. You know, like on
And
Facebook, and every so often you'll see like, "Oh my God, Rihanna's dead," just to get you to click. But it's
Yeah,
like,
no.
nothing.
South Korea has mandatory military service before the age of 30.
Yeah.
You have to serve for 2 years.
is
So
it
you'll
2
have-
years or is it like 18 months?
Depends where you're stationed. If you're in some
Yeah.
like higher risk things, it's shorter, but on
Yeah.
average, 2 years ish.
So they all like kind of went after one another, so they could all go ish at the same time, so they could all come back together.
Yeah.
And I
But
miss
it's
them
also-
a lot.
It's also given them the chance to like, because they went a bit phased, like they each got to like solo album releases whilst the main group wasn't functioning as a group. And so then I think it's sometime next year they're expecting BTS to be back together.
Yeah, they
Oh.
say summer 2025, but summer 2025 could be June or August, you know.
Yeah. But like that feels soon now. Which is
I'm
nice.
awaiting
Yeah.
some fun boppy summer tunes when they come back.
Yeah, because you've kind of got a little bit into K-pop. Just a little bit.
Not enough to actually be able to name a single person in any said group.
Yeah, you just got a
But,
little
like,
bit into NCT.
Yeah, I'm enjoying some NCT.
Mm.
But I can't name anyone in a group except BTS. So like I only listen to BTS, I don't listen to anything else.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
So yeah.
NCT is proving to be my fave so far, and I'm trying to remember the name of the other artist, and I can't. Oh, and Hypen, I am thoroughly enjoying as well.
Same company as BTS.
This is just like, why do you have to show what the fears and shit are through dreams? That doesn't mean anything. And also they did all the characters dirty. That's what I got to say in 64.
Sandra has opinions.
I have opinions, strong opinions about this book series now. But I was going to say that do you think that BTS will go on world tour now when they come back? Because they were supposed to before, COVID, and then they couldn't, and then I just done like the online concerts and stuff. I went to the cinema twice to watch them, but I really wanted them to go to a world tour so I can watch them live.
I think they will. I don't think they necessarily will straight away. I think they'll probably like give it a year or two so they have enough new music to make it quite a new thing. Like I feel like they need to do like a whole era with like 2-3 albums and then maybe tour.
I can only imagine what it would be like to go to a K-pop concert.
It's so good.
I
I saw BTS live in like 2019 or something, and it was sick.
I don't have anyone to go with.
Probs not, but
I took my
Mine's-
mom.
I don't have anyone to go with. I guess I would go with Mans. I would just force myself.
Just come to London and, or like, to be honest, actually sack that. Won't be able to get London tickets. I'll come to Norway.
As if they would come here.
You never know. Maybe
I really doubt they would come here. They might go to Sweden though.
that works.
Taylor Swift couldn't come to Norway because we didn't have big enough like arenas for her.
Oh yeah, nah.
So she went to Stockholm, and I'm like, I can go to Stockholm for BTS. It's not that bad.
I mean, I'm going to Munich for Taylor Swift. So
To where?
Munich, Germany.
Oh, I heard New Nick, and I was like, what is that? Okay. Do we read?
Yeah.
I guess. Sounded very excited. One more. We can do it.
I love
Christy
how,
was
like my
so-
brain is just gone into but I just want to sit and chat now.
You can see the chat afterwards.
But then I'll be sleepy. My bedtime is like 1 minute ago.
My bedtime is like 3 a.m.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't even want to know what your bedtime is.
But it's because I've been watching movies really late. I'm gonna watch a movie afterwards, so I can't be too late.
What are
We're
you
gonna
doing?
watch Jaws.
Nice.
Have you watched The Idea of You yet?
Me? Me?
Yeah.
Me?
I know
Yes.
Mads has. Me and Mads were like day one. The
Yeah.
Idea of You watching.
Oh
it.
yeah, same. I mean, maybe not day one, but day 2 or something.
Oh no,
It
I was up at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
I took the day off work. Okay, like
It was.
You watched it
was
twice
great
the
fun.
first day, right?
Are you okay?
am I okay? Yes. I'm just glad I watched it before I saw everyone like slagging the shit out of it online, to be honest.
I
'cause
thought it
everyone-
was so fun.
Everyone hates it, but I'm like, you lot need to just learn how to have fun.
I thought it was really fun until the ending, because it went a bit like back and forth for me. But like, I don't really care because it's just for fun. So who cares?
It's like a fun. It's a fun time. Like I'm not
And
here.
Anna
for, like,
Hathaway. I was drooling on the floor. I'm sorry. She was so sexy in this movie. I didn't care about the guy. I only cared about her.
Don't you slander Nick Galitzine.
I don't slander him, but
He is a baby. He is adorable. We love him.
He is a cutie. Do love Nick Galitzine, but I do have to admit, Anne Hathaway really did have my heart in this film. I have been absolutely crying internally the entire time since I found out that Anne Hathaway was going to be in this film. So I had a very great time.
I haven't seen Matt and Christmas. Princess Rose was around. They all died together.
It's
And
been a
now
long time.
I'm slowly
Honestly,
reviving
valid.
them.
We did all just collectively drop off the face of the internet at the same time.
Oh, got this on. Good luck with your writing.
Throwback to Sunday Sprints vibes.
Every so often, I'm like, I should do that again. I'm like, don't.
I mean, you know what?
should.
That would be great for my productivity on a Sunday, but
I have
think-
my
I think you
choir
should.
every Sunday.
I mean, to be fair, we all know how I feel about that. I literally said to you last
Yeah,
week,
I know.
I just think it's really rude that you spend the entirety of Sunday doing stuff with other people when that's always the day that I want to spend time with you.
Now, this is the second person I know that sings in a choir, and it's just so random. I don't know why.
I sing in Europe's largest queer choir.
Amazing.
Very
Love
fun.
that for you. I was forced to do choir 3 years in school, and I just pretended to be singing the whole time. I sound like this
primary
for 2
school-
years.
My primary school had choir auditions, and the song that we had to sing was "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star."
Cute. Yeah, this is an entirely optional choir that people like fight tooth and nail to get into. Catch us every so often being like, it's a Sunday, I'm tired, I'm miming at the back.
I love it. But maybe instead of Sunday sprints, you should do Saturday sprints.
You think this human has time for that?
I think this human should.
I now have
I'm still
3 hours of
waiting for
boxing.
whatever thon 3. What did he say?
I now have 3 hours of boxing every Saturday because I'm training for a fight.
Why are you fighting people?
Because I thought it would be a good challenge.
Well, you do all this shit and I read. So
Yeah.
like it's basically the
Sandra,
same.
Sandra, I need you to invite me on sprints all the time because Mads officially has so
Rude.
much of a social life that I never get to speak to them. So I need
That's
you to just like speak to me.
Honestly,
Okay.
I was getting so down on myself the other day. Like, I'm like, why can't I just make a YouTube video? And then I remembered I have like 4 full-time hobbies I'm trying to maintain at the same time, and that's probably why.
Yeah, I only have this one. I still have Don't Be a Dick bookmark. I'm waiting for where that Rothon tree.
One day maybe, but not this year. I've got too much on. I'm
Stop doing
sorry.
stuff. Stop it.
If like, genuinely someone needs to like teach my brain how to say no to things, it would be really, really helpful.
I want you to
Well, I
stop.
don't have my Whateverthon bookmarks in here.
Where is it? I
I
have a
found mine
lot
earlier,
of.
but they're in the other room.
Sorry, there was too many days in B bookmarks. Where is it?
I do have an Icebreaker Wildfire one apparently.
Cute.
My pre-order thing for the Bone season came in today, Mads. The
Yeah.
print.
Cute.
Oh my god, Sunset Scholars.
I literally found these earlier because I was reading this book and I was like, oh my god, I should get my Sunset Scholars bookmark. But it didn't match, so I've actually got one of the, I don't know if it was for Realmathon, one of Cassidy's readathons. They did the really cute I Can't Read Without Sprints bookmarks, and that felt very appropriate for today.
I love that.
Oh my god, I had just had suddenly had so many bookmarks. I had completely forgotten I ever got.
One of
Look,
my
I have
favorite
this-
bookmarks is my Friday one from Modern.
Now I
I
feel
don't
like I need
love-
to look through this. Okay, either way. No, but I literally only
pick.
used Days in B. They're like my favorites. Like
This is a fave.
Steph and Jed. I forgot their name. That's so
How dare you forget their names?
I was just like, what are they called? But like those are the ones I buy all the collections because I think honestly they're so pretty. So I have like all of them. So that's the only one I use. Look, I have this Heartstopper one for Book Depository that doesn't exist anymore.
Brit Depository. I really like Brit's bookmarks. They're very cute.
Who's Brit?
Basically Brit.
Oh, that Brit.
Yeah.
I was
a
like,
pink
which
one,
Brit are we Briting?
and I have a green one. And I have a blue one, but I don't see it in here, so it must be in a book somewhere.
I lose bookmarks so often. It's actually impressive.
So do I, which is why like I'm trying to keep these Daisy and B ones because like obviously I can't get them again. And I think I already lost some probably.
I have another
Sorry.
bookmark.
Now I found a bunch of pins that I got at Yalk and I've completely forgotten I got all of them. I don't know what's going on right now, but
we all
yeah.
just collect stuff, don't we?
Yeah,
I
that's
collect
what
stuff I don't need more than I buy things I do need.
my best friend tells me I'm a hoarder and not just of books. Were we going to read like 50 minutes ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we want 45 or do we want shorter?
I don't mind.
I can do whatever.
Okay. Let's go. Now I'm starting a sprint.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
I'm applauding us.
We did so good.
So that sprint, I finished my book within the first 7 minutes, and then I was like, well, what the fuck do I do now?
What
And
did you do?
I didn't finish my book, but like to finish the pages. I mean, I still have the 14 pages left. I sorted my Daisy and D bookmarks.
Literally,
Oh,
when we started the sprint, I was like, I'm very concerned that one or all of us are going to get involved in something organizational to do with bookmark, given the conversation we've had, and I don't trust us.
Well, I still did read the pages,
Yeah.
but then I had 37 minutes left, and I was like, what do I do now?
Why not?
And I put like, because I like that they are by collections, I put like these things on them, like these, so that now I have all the collections in its own little like thing.
So cute.
This is very important to me. And then I realized I'm missing 2, so they are lost somewhere, and I'm upset. So I message staff, and I'm like, "Are these still available? Because I will buy them again."
Love that.
Yeah. What about you guys?
I read a bit. I did spend the first like 10 minutes of the sprint bookmark shopping. I didn't buy any, but I have like many unnecessarily expensive ones in my Etsy checkout basket. Will I ever buy them? Questionable. Are they so cute and do I really want to? Absolutely. And then I read a bit. But I have to admit I am sleepy. I require much sleep very imminently.
That's fair.
I have reached page 100, which feels like a win. For
It is.
This is also so much fun.
I
Love it.
literally have Abby Jimenez on a note on my phone as an author I really need to like read. Like, but I want to go like part of your world, yours truly, just for the summer.
Yeah, I would have done that if I'd realized before getting this one from the publisher that it was kind of the third one.
Wait, now I need to. I haven't read a single one.
Neither. This is my first.
I've heard really, really good things about Abby Jimenez.
So it's part of your world first.
Yeah, so part of your world and yours truly and this are all like in a kind of connected series, but they're completely standalone books.
It's like any sort of romance series.
Yeah,
Most
yeah.
of the time, they're just like companion, and you
Yeah.
like. It's not like it's spoilers because it's a romance. Like you know how it's gonna
Yeah.
end.
Like I'm gonna guess at some point we're gonna get a cameo from someone, but I probably can't catch it. But I am having a fantastic time with this. It's really interesting because obviously Abby Jimenez has become like massive over the last few years. Back in the day, I actually got one of Abby Jimenez's older books from the publisher, The Friend Zone, and didn't read it because I'd heard such bad things about it. And like a lot of people love it, but it has, I think, I don't know the exact trope, but I know there's a lot to do with like someone either faking being pregnant or like lying about being pregnant or like faking miscarriage or something to like keep a partner. And I remember a lot of people really struggling with like the subject of pregnancy loss and stuff when reading it, and it got some like slightly dodgy reviews, and so I just decided to never read it. And knowing that that's the same author is so fascinating. So obviously Abby Jimenez is huge now.
Yeah.
I see I already tagged it at this library. Yes, I become a library person to not buy everything. So I might just put in a hold now because it says it's 11 weeks wait. So I might as well do it now. Because then in 11 weeks, I'm like, oh, I totally don't have time for this. Let's read it.
Oh yeah, I got a notification today and it was like, your hold for the ebook of Big Swiss is ready. And I was like, do I look like I want to read that right now? No. And do I want to read it in June? No, because it ain't queer.
Is it not? I thought it was. I'm pretty sure it's sapphic and weird.
I don't think it's sapphic. I think there's like a weird obsession-y thing going on, but I don't think it's like sapphic.
I thought it was. I may well be wrong, but in my head it's definitely, yeah, it's queer. Literally the third tag on Goodreads is LGBT.
Yeah,
Big Swiss that she's obsessed with is.
Tell me that Milk Fed by Melissa Broder's queer, and I'm like, I just disagree though.
Well, like, it's deep like obsession from a woman about another woman.
Yeah.
But Milk Fed, but then there was 2 women having.
If you want to try and tell me that wasn't any way. Like, yes, there was a relationship between two women. Was that in any way like? You know what? I just have opinions on that book.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
we
mean, I
know.
didn't love it either. It was weird, but like
Oh
still,
no, I
it's,
hated it with every single fiber of my being.
but I would still say it was queer.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello and welcome. Have fun in your sprints. Read 36 pages. Sorry.
No, I'm reading the blurbs of the other two Abby Jimenez books to see if I might be able to catch a cameo, and I've just read the first line of the second one. I'm like, oh yeah, that's been mentioned. That's been mentioned. I know who that is. That's fun.
Nice.
That's all.
You can actually just do this. Oh, now it became really weird. I just felt that was weird. I don't know why. We were so tiny. Math is mathing. I think I also read 36 pages. Look at you. Reading Milk Fed right now.
Well, I hope you're having more fun than I did.
Probably, since you didn't like it.
Yep.
I considered unhauling it, but I don't know. I'm like, I went through my shelves and I like took out so many books because I want to do like one massive like first ever huge unhaul, and I think I have around like 200 books outside my shelves that is just everywhere that I'm supposed to unhaul, and I did that in February, and I'm like, can I do something about this now, please?
The decision to unhaul a book and actually removing it from your home are two very different things.
Yeah.
But it's just because I decided a couple of books that I want to unhaul. They're like in its different pile, but the ones I need to read before I unhaul, they're in another pile. And I don't want to get rid of the other pile before I read through the other pile so that I can unhaul them together to make a huge video.
See, I can't really do books I want to read before I unhaul, because I don't think I can make the decision that I want to unhaul something until I've either read it or no longer want to read it.
Yeah, but like I need to read it to know. But like, for example, in the one of the past is Illuminate files, like the whole trilogy in hardback. And I read the first one, I didn't really love it, and I just want to read the second and third just to read them. But now I'm like, do I want to keep them?
Oh my god.
Oh, they're over there.
They're there.
But at this point, I'm like, do I care enough to keep them? But because they were so hyped, you want to keep them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair. I only read the first one, but didn't really like it, so I didn't ever read the rest.
I wish I could DNF series. I don't have it in me.
I wish I could finish series. I don't have it in me.
I thoroughly enjoyed the Illuminate files. I do think they are not the most well done, most original thing ever. I just really think the formatting is super interesting, and I just love loving a sci-fi. And I will reread them because I want to read them alongside the audios.
I've always been so intrigued by how the audios are done for those books.
Yeah,
they're so
I agree,
visual.
but then all I've heard are amazing things about the audios for them, so, and I have no idea how that would work. So I really want to.
How do you see on the page that it's formatted?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But everyone says it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Do we believe it?
Yes, because so many people said it at the time.
Only 124 pages in, so we should see how it turns out.
Well, I already hated it by that point, so if you're not hating it yet, then I think you'll like it.
Your lights are cute, Christy.
They are. They're very cute.
Either way, shall we wrap this up? I feel like we were live for like so little because I am live for like 8 hours, but
easing us back into it.
Yeah. But also we started late.
Yeah, to be fair.
Yeah.
I do apologize. That was my fault.
To be fair, it worked out perfectly because I ended up getting last minute tickets to see a matinee today, and I only got back to my flat at like 6. So I literally ate and then was ready for sprints. So it worked out beautifully for me.
I mean, I was just sitting here reading anyway, I guess 1,500 pages, so it didn't really matter when we started.
You actually have motivation to read without having someone sprinting with you. Wow, it's nice for some.
And like
sometimes being able to perform tasks without someone to body double you.
Amazing.
Yeah, I was just woke up today, like 9:30, jumped out of bed. I was like, I need to start reading now. Because I knew I
I
had
will
to do
have that thought and then not read for 10 hours.
it. Yeah, but like I usually do that. Like go out of bed and then I sit to scroll on my phone, or like I go on computer and look at some shit. Like, but today I'm like, but I have to because I can't fail my challenge because I just don't have that in me.
Yeah.
I just
That's
can't
fair.
fail. Okay, thank you for coming. Thank you.
Thanks,
Have a
everyone.
good night. I'm ending now.
Thanks for hosting.
No problem.
Bye.